Hey there. Good morning, loves. Just grabbing my water. Post-walk, sweaty, self-love life coach. Ooh, shared a group. I want to do that. Hang on. That's new. Share. Loving that. So, wow, I'm sweaty and hot and stinky. And loving you guys this morning. Hey, Cindy. And what I'm really churning on this morning, being with, noticing this morning, is if one of the principles that I live by is loving what is. If it's given, it's required. Whatever's happening in my life is what's happening in my life. And resistance is just going to contribute to my suffering, which I believe and know to be true. Attachment and resistance. How can I love what is even when I'm hating it? And I think the key here is to realize that hate and love are not opposites. Hate and love are both incredibly passionate. And I don't think that we can have hate if we don't have love, really and truly, to be perfectly honest with you. So how can I love what is even when I'm hating it? And I think that really comes down to radical self-care and radical self-love, which is recognizing that one of the things that I teach and one of the things that I've been taught is that if I'm the most powerful energy in my life, if my love is the most loving force in my life, then I create my own reality. And sometimes what we want is not what is the most loving choice for us. So if I'm affected by my outside world or choices that other people are making, and I'm in resistance to that because it's not what I want and it's not according to my plan, then I'm no longer being the most powerful energy in my life. I'm letting that outside energy be more powerful than I am. So the little diagram that I'm constantly grabbing for my clients, little stick figure, is this one. So when I feel like this, like the outside world is coming in on me and the outside world is dictating how I feel, then I'm in my victim mentality. I'm in my self-conscious. I don't like the way it feels when I feel that way. When I'm like this, when I'm the most powerful energy and my energy is pushing outward, then I'm in my empowered self. I'm in my conscious self. And the only way to become and get into my conscious self, which quite frankly, none of us do 100% of the time. And you guys who have listened to me before have heard me talk about the tribe. Find your tribe, trust your tribe, pick your tribe, which I'll come back to in a minute. I have to lean into my tribe and listen to them when I'm in my emotion, when I'm in my thoughts, when I'm in my head, when I'm in resistance, when I'm struggling or suffering or hating what is, so that I can get back to noticing what's true for me. So for example, yesterday, maybe the day before, a really good friend of mine, like a soul sister. She knows me, she loves me, and we know each other's shit. She ain't gonna steer me wrong, we trust each other. Made a suggestion that pissed me off. Now, one of the things that I will tell you guys, and that I believe 100%, and I teach all my clients, is that your emotions are the hands on the compass, and they will tell you where to go, where to dig for treasure. And so the minute I noticed myself really, really pissed, I sat down and went, oh, notice that. I'm noticing how angry I am at that suggestion. There must be something there for me. And I just sat in it, and I didn't distract myself, and I didn't do anything else, and I just tended to me, and I hated it. Mind you, I was hating it, and I was loving on myself at the same time. There, self. There, anger. I see you. I won't leave you. And that's the key for me. That's the key for me. That's what I and so many of us didn't get, and so many kids don't get today, is I see you in your whatever. I see you in your sadness. I see you in your anger. I see you in your frustration. I see you in your pain and your hurt and your discontent. And I'm just going to sit here with you and love you. You don't have to change. It doesn't need to be different. I'm sad for you, but your pain is yours, and I'm not going to take it on. And so many of us didn't get that we don't know how to do that for ourselves. And the minute we're feeling something out of the spectrum of what we desire to feel, we think we're doing something wrong, but we're not. We're not. The full spectrum of emotions have been given to us. Not a one of them is bad. We may not like them. We may prefer happiness and joy. But as my dear friend Allison Crowe says, life is 50% shit and 50% great. And the kicker is that ain't neither one of them permanent. So in that moment where I'm sitting still and I'm hating the suggestion that was made, and I'm listening and I'm leaning in and I'm loving on myself, and I do not need me to change any, I'm just being with my own anger, that's when I'm loving what is, even though I'm hating it. Does that make sense? I really hope that makes sense. Now let me talk for a minute about the tribe. There's a lot of people right now talking about the tribe. Love your tribe, find your tribe, love them hard. And I'm so glad we are all talking about that, because the truth is we are meant to live in community. We as human beings are not meant to live isolated by big cats. Hey, Allison, I see you, baby. I just was talking about you. And I'm wearing your shirt. See, I'm the decider. So I distracted myself. Sorry. We are not meant to live isolated, and we do. And so there's a lot of people right now, a lot of mystics, a lot of teachers, a lot of shamans, a lot of coaches, all talking about the tribe, which makes me so incredibly excited. Here's the thing that I want you to get. We all have a tribe. Some of it's arbitrary. If you work in an office, or you work with a bunch of people, or you're a mom who's a full-time mom, and you are in the PTA, or you go to church all the time and you're active in your church, those people inadvertently become your tribe. Whoever you're spending time around becomes your tribe. And some years ago, I decided that, and I didn't call it a tribe then, but I decided that I wanted to surround myself with like-minded people. And that does not mean people who believe what I believe and think only what I think. One of my besties and I are completely in opposition to one another from a political standpoint, and we love and adore one another. Hey, Cindy. Okay, so it doesn't mean we have to agree on everything. It does mean that she looks at herself and works on herself and endeavors to be the best version of herself every single day. So those really core values. So I decided some years ago that I wanted to surround myself with like-minded people, and I'm continuing to collect those people. Some of them I've had in my life for a long time, friends like Sarah and Anna. Some of them are new, like my sweet, sweet, sweet friends, Allison and Tiffany and Leslie, who are integrally important in my life. But I want you to look around your life. And I want you to notice who you spend the most time with, because like it or not, those people are your tribe. And you may not have chosen them on purpose. They may just be the people that you work with and somebody else hired them. Maybe your boss, maybe people on your team, right? So find your tribe and be intentional and selective about it, because I'm telling you what, if I don't have other fierce, sweet, loving, tough, truth teller people in my tribe, I'm going to be lost. Me, personally, I'm going to be lost. If I didn't have a really good girlfriend say the hard shit to me day before yesterday that I didn't like hearing, but she loves me enough to tell me the truth, I would still be wandering around out there. You feel me? So, loving what is even when you hate it. Get that love and hate are not opposites. The opposite of love, I think, is fear or apathy, feeling nothing. But certainly the nuance and the texture of love and the passion of love and the intensity of love and the consistency and ever-presence of love is the same as that same passion when we hate something so vehemently, so passionately, so intensely, right? It's a lot like when my clients say to me, I'm feeling anxiety, and I'm like, check and see if it's really anxiety, because anxiety and excitement sit right next to each other on the feeling wheel, and you can almost not distinguish one from the other until you take them down to their core. Anxiety goes down to fear, and excitement goes to joy. But they feel almost exactly the same, right? And so am I saying that hate and love can feel almost the same? Mm-hmm. I am. This is what I'm saying. Crazy, right? But is it? I don't know. So, how can I love what is even when I'm hating it? The first thing I have to do is notice what I'm feeling. And I personally have to let whatever I'm feeling be okay. And I have to surround myself with people who are going to do the same thing. I can't surround myself with people who say, whoa, 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 I can't deal with your anger. Call me back when you're not so angry. I'm passionate. I need people around me who are equally as passionate. And I got a phone call from a friend yesterday who I love and adore. And the very first thing out of my mouth was, hey, warning. Talking to me may be hazardous to your mood. And she said, what do you mean? And I said, well, I've been told. And she says, that's crap. Hey, Darlene. She said, that's crap. I'm the decider. She's the decider. She writes her own manual. She writes her own script. Get it? She's this. She's being the most powerful energy in her life. And she's not letting whatever's going on in my life squish her. Those are the people in my life that I need. I don't know what you need in your life. Those are the people that I need in my life, the truth tellers, right? You got it? So that I can tell the truth more, so that I can be in what is. Yes, I love you, Allison Crow. I'm the decider. Be you. And so I gotta love what is. Look, my sweet daddy, my 93-year-old daddy, loves to follow me on social media. And I promise you he will call me today, because he will watch this, and he will say, little sister, you didn't have on any makeup. And I'll say, I know, Daddy, but I'm a teacher of self-love. And so I got to love myself when I'm post-walk, sweaty, stinky, and do not look my best. I got to love myself when I'm angry and when I'm sad and when I'm heartbroken. And I've got to let other people love me too. Even though there's a script running in me that says in those moments, I need to not get my stuff on other people. Because that's what I was taught. That's my template. And loving myself means that I squish that and I squash that. Hey, Christy. You get it? So loving what is, even when I'm hating it, means loving me. Always. In all ways. When I'm not stinky and sweaty, when I am stinky and sweaty, when I'm happy and in love, when I'm heartbroken, when all of it, right? I have to love me always, in all ways. Got it? So that's how we love what is, even when we're hating it. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. I feel your support. I feel your love. And I really, really, really hope and pray that you feel mine. Have a beautiful day. I love you.